All right, you probably figured out by now, I'm not just a big guitar geek. I love all technology, and that's why every once in a while, some technology comes across my desk that I figure this will be great for a Fast Tech Friday. Welcome back, I'm Tony, and today we're taking a look at a microphone. This one comes from a company called Fifine. You can find them on Amazon. It is under $65. And it's a pretty darn good microphone, at least in my tests that I've done so far. I tested it on an iPad and an iPhone. Today, I've actually got it plugged into my MacBook Pro, and I'm recording into Reaper because I wanted to see how that came out. I'll be using this microphone for the entire short review today, so you can judge for yourself. Now, they're billing this as a podcast microphone. It looks very similar to a Shure microphone. It does have some features on it that are actually very nice. It has USB-C, which is what I'm using right now to go directly into Reaper. It also has XLR, so you could plug it into any kind of mixer or audio interface or whatever. So if you are doing a podcast, it's great for that. I know a lot of people that watch my channel also create content, and this might be great for you. It comes with this boom arm, and let me show you all the stuff up close. So you got the boom arm and the attachments, when the clamp onto the desk and all of that. There is an adapter in there that helps the microphone to actually screw onto the boom arm. Comes with a nice windscreen and a shock mount, so that's good. It's unidirectional, so anything that's happening back here, so as you can see when I come back here, you can't really hear very good. It's muffled and all of that. So if you were doing a podcast and you had other people in there and they were typing and doing whatever else, should cut down that quite a bit, you know, with the windscreen and the unidirectional and all that. So that works out. And with the shock mount on here, that helps as well for anything that might be happening on the table so it won't affect the microphone. Again, under 65 bucks. If you're trying to start a YouTube channel, you're like, what microphone am I going to use? Of course, I like to use wireless microphones on myself, but this is a good idea. Now, I used to work in radio, and I see a lot of people using these microphones going directly on like this. And sure, you could do that, but you know, you're supposed to talk across them, right? So you kind of do like this. You're talking across the microphone, keeps your P's from popping and all of that. Like I said, I worked in radio for 20 years. That's how we always used them. It does have a mute on it. So if you were doing a podcast and you're like, oh, I need to shut up real quick, you just just tap it. It's touch sensitive, and it's green when it's on, red when it's not, so it even gives you visual cues, so that's good. I'm not going to go through all of the specs and everything because you can already hear how it sounds, and if you want to see what the specs are, well, I'm going to put the link down in the description to the Amazon listing. Here's one thing I do want to do, though, because if you're somebody who's making guitar content or something where you needed room noise, how well would it work with that? What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this way. We're going to bring it down. So it's aiming straight at my amplifier back there. And let's just pick up a guitar and see how it goes. All right, so I'm going to say that the microphone's about 4 to 5 feet away from the amplifier right now. Aim directly at it. I live in a condo, so the amp is not super loud. And of course, in post, if you needed to turn it up or something like that. So that level was exactly as recorded. Now, here's something I'm kind of interested in. Is it silent when I do that and move it back to another position? Well, I guess we'll find out, won't we? So there we go. There's not a whole lot more to show you. It's a microphone. It's under $65. It's kind of like a Shure microphone, the ones that you see a lot of podcasters use. It does have USB. It has XLR. Oh, by the way, there's also a headphone jack on there. So if you want to have direct input from or output from the microphone to your headphones, great. The mute that's on here, that only works when you're using USB. If you're using XLR, there's no power to it. It's just a microphone at that point. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's nice. From Fifine, that's the K688CT. And again, I will put the link down in the description. And that's your Fast Tech Friday. Hey, I want to thank you so much for your support here in the channel. Likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, always very important. So if you like what you see, hit that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, there's a red subscribe button down there, a notification bell. Click both of those, and you'll get notifications when I upload new videos. Even I talk fast on Fast Tech Friday. All right. Well, listen, I do appreciate your support. Have yourselves a great weekend, and that's going to do it for this episode. We'll catch you next time on the Vapor Trail channel.